Why'd you have it?
Camera was flipped. Welcome to day 25 of Pokémonth.
Yeah! Today is a bit of a more chill day.
Hey, let's play with balls.
Yes.
Let's rank some balls.
We shall.
Yeah, today I'm ranking every Pokeball by functionality. With their own tier, their own categories. There's not actually usable, slash scripted. That should be pretty self-explanatory.
Right at the very bottom. Above that, there's
Fancy basic ball,
which is for all the Pokeballs that are just a reskin of the Poke Great or Ultra Ball with zero added functionality.
Just use a Pokeball.
Oh, which is like, why would you bother trying to get this at the modifier, or the special effect is so underwhelming that it's like, why bother with it?
Outclass slash niche.
Which, like, there is a case for them, but they're very specific.
Yeah.
And or like most players probably won't get anything of use from this.
Has its uses.
Is which, yeah, you'll see, you'll probably be using these from time to time. Like, if you had access to all Pokeballs, you'd probably be using these from time to time.
Consistently useful.
Oh, but like, either this has a very wide range of Pokemon that it gives a free modifier to, or just you're gonna nearly any capture or you'd want to be using this.
And the very best.
Which there are very few Pokemon that this isn't a viable option to use on. And then there's the Master Ball tier.
This
Which is,
well,
I hope that's self-explanatory.
Or it's the cheater ball.
It's the cheater ball.
Oh, remember, use it for something that so you want to have, but
it's hard to catch.
That's like a Tentacruel or Fearow.
Yeah, like Tentacruel or Fearow.
Thanks, Oak.
Awesome.
But yeah, without further ado,
let's get into it, shall we? So to start us off,
the basic three, the standard Pokeball.
Yeah, this is. You're going in this order here.
Yeah.
All right, that works.
I guess just go in that order.
Or in the order they were introduced.
Yeah.
So in Generation 1, there were 5 types of Pokeballs.
Oh yeah, 5. Yeah, 5.
Yeah, there were 5 types of Pokeballs in Generation 1. 3 basic balls, and 2 more esoteric options.
The Pokeball was your very standard tool.
Well, this is
no modifier.
The bog standard, the very definition of average tier.
It's just outclassed by extension, and its equivalent. It's and by extension,
and its Hisuian equivalent ends up in the same place for obvious reasons.
And same goes for the Great Ball.
Which, it's in the same tier because it is outclassed. Once you get Ultra Balls, there's very little reason to actually use Poke and Great Balls outside of them just being cheaper options. You can get more of.
In Gen 1, on the Great Ball is actually like a better option.
In Gen 1, the Great Ball is proportionally a better bang for your buck. And I think due to some calculations, it can have better catch rates in some cases.
Yes.
But in most cases, you still want to use the Ultra Ball over it.
And speaking of which, the Ultra Ball or Hyper Ball. Yeah, they're also the Super and Hyper Balls.
Yeah, the Super Hyper Balls.
The Ultra Ball just has an H on it. On it.
Yeah.
It has its uses. As you know, if you is it's is the bog standard or highest tier, two times Great Ball's a 1.5 times modifier. Ultra Ball's a 2 times modifier. Er, 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 er,
And yeah.
yeah. You'll most of the time you'll just be using these. Each because they're readily available. Also used to be the most expensive ball you could purchase. It's I think until SV. They actually changed the luxury ball prices. The Safari Ball
is just which ball is this reskin of? Does it change based on generation?
Here's a wild encounter. Well, in Gen 1, it was on the modifier was 2 times. So it was an Ultra Ball. Oh, but Gen 6, 3 through 7, it was a 1.5. It was a 1 times in Sword and Shield, but changed back to 1.5, and I've in BDSP. And in Gen 9, it's now once again a 1 times modifier. So a fancy basic ball.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it is just one of the basic balls, depending on the game's aim. But like, it doesn't really matter. It still goes in the fancy basic.
I mean,
ball
look,
tier.
I'd put this low. I would have put this in D tier for its original usage
because of how the Safari ball.
But that's the fault of the Safari Zone.
Not how the ball functions mechanically.
Yeah, because Gen 8 turned it into like a collectible, a rare collectible, a rare novelty item. From like you get from like printing and raids and AIDS are daily event and so and yeah, we went over the Master Ball. This is its own tier.
It's the Master Ball.
Yeah. I just pump my bag full of these things to catch legendaries with.
And when I'm doing like Dex completion, and in ROM hacks, ain't nobody got time to.
Or sometimes, or if I'm feeling or sometimes if I don't want to waste time, I'm Abra.
I want something like Abra.
I just chuck a Master Ball.
Chuck the Ball Master at it.
Yeah.
The Mall Bastard.
It is funny how like you can just get more of these. Yeah, like the rarity is sort of gone down.
There
used to be you can only get one on per game.
Now they're
and then through your lotto ID.
Now they're pretty much like they're basically just like 1 tier of rarity higher than your average April Ball.
Like you can get through like the item printer, or did you say through the Infinite Royale? You can. There's a small chance to get one.
Yeah, they're not like they're rarer than and the other rare Pokeballs, but they're not. It's not by no means impossible to get more of them. So they're just kind of like they're a rare resource that you can and use if you want to guarantee a capture. Like maybe you're trying to catch a shiny that can easily blow up or take up or make itself faint through some a method. And then you really want to make sure it doesn't do that. Though nowadays you can kind of just save beforehand.
Yeah, because shinies are just fixed. Yeah,
because of how overworld spawns work.
But moving on. Oh no.
Gen 2.
Oh boy, time for Kurt's finest.
A lot of these sucked.
We're like completely broken.
They're completely broken.
Let's see. Let's start with
They wildly vary in quality.
HGS thankfully fixed all of these, but
We're going with the most modern iteration of each Pokeball mechanic.
you may know the fastball. In Gen 2, it was intended to have a 4 times catch modifier for flea rates, but it only he does for 3 of them: Magnemite, Grimer, and Tangela, who are the first in that encounter table.
Oops.
Oops, the level ball initially, but okay, the fastball normally 4 times modifier on Pokemon at least with a base speed of at least 100. It has its uses.
Is yeah, like you can get some decent use out of it. It's twice as good as an Ultra Ball if you know what you're going up against is higher than base 400 base speed.
The level ball originally didn't take HP into account on Gen 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 times modifier, 2 times modifier if the player's mon is at a higher level than but less than double. 4 times if 4 times the player's mon is double but less than 4 times. 8 times the player's Pokemon.
8 times if the player's Pokemon is
4 times level 4 times or more, or than that.
So if you have like a level 100 teammate and you're catching like an early game Pokemon, assuming level balls are as easy to get a hold of as stuff like Dusk Balls or Net Balls, then yeah, but these would definitely be fairly useful if you're hunting in earlier areas. But you know,
there's another ball that.
Oh, but it is nice to have this to fall back on.
It's sort of outclassed.
The modifier is really good in its use case, though.
Yeah, but it's just outclassed by like us by like the quick ball.
Oh, and it's sort of its application is limited to earlier areas of the game, which like is only like what, maybe 5 to 10% of the Pokemon can be caught this way.
The lure ball, in Johto or the okay, 4 times use if used on a Pokemon encounter while fishing. In Gen 9, it's now 4 times catch rate if used on Pokemon that are currently on or in water.
So basically, a less versatile netball.
Oh, well, yeah.
There are a few edge cases of Pokemon that can be found in water that aren't water types, like for example, Tynamo.
Tynamo or
like Tynamo, for example. Tynamo's the main one I could think
Tynamo
of.
or like Clobopus.
Like Tynamo and Clobopus, but
wait, Graplock's not in the game.
But like, there are so few of them that it's like, really, I don't think it warrants it's them giving a high placement on that.
Yeah, it's outclassed.
See, it's outclassed. There is quite literally a better version of this Pokeball in almost every scenario.
Now the heavy ball.
Is the modifier the same as Net, or is it worse than Net? What's Lure's modifier versus Net?
Net's modifier is 3.5.
And Lure's is
Lure ball is 4 times.
Net's 3.5.
Yeah.
Like the extra modifier, I guess it sort of balances out more nowadays.
But
like still, I'll take the versatility of being able to work in pretty much any location. And over the slightly higher catch rate, because 3.5 is still really good.
The heavy ball. The heavy ball. Oh well, catches modifier. Can have a modifier based on well, depending on how heavy the heavier or something is.
Yep.
It's capping out at like a plus 30 if something's Hotwing weighs more than 661.4 or pounds,
which is good in its use case. The only main issue is that there are not very many Pokemon where the easiest way to catch them is.
I mean, I guess there's like some legendaries,
like maybe some like they're not non-existent, but it's a relatively small portion of Pokemon, especially considering with a lot of Pokemon, on at least if you're trying to like fill out your decks, then and you're gonna want to catch stuff at their lower evolved stages, which are often not gonna meet this weight threshold.
I don't know. You could like catch a Snorlax with them
Yeah,
or Groudon.
yeah. The most common uses for these are with legendaries.
Yeah, it is yeah it is. He says those tend to be pretty heavy.
Otherwise, there isn't. They don't do too much. Otherwise, there aren't very many cases.
Yeah, so
to
they're
use them in.
more niche.
Niche. They're somewhat niche, but they are good when they are not.
I caught a Groudon and 2 heavy balls with it.
Yeah.
The love ball.
The love ball.
In Gen 2, okay, so it has a 8 times modifier if used on this on Pokemon of the same species but the opposite gender.
Of your lead Pokemon.
Yes.
What the fuck is the use case for this?
Look, I thought it was just 8 times modifier of the opposite gender. No, it has to be the same species.
Like, if it was just opposite gender, like, sure, then that would be fairly useful, actually.
Although in Gen 2, if it has an 8 times modifier, it has an 8 times modifier if both are the same species and gender.
Gay rights, yeah. Says the Pokeball. Yeah. What the fuck?
That's the most noteworthy thing about the Love Ball.
But, like, the modifier is really high, yes. But it's got such an impossibly specific criteria. Like, most people aren't going to change around their team just to catch one Pokemon, and they're, and like...
It also completely fails on genderless mons.
Yeah, it's not even, not to mention it can't be used against genderless or one gender or species.
It is. So limiting its uses even more.
And it doesn't even work with, and it has to be the exact same species, as in same national dex number.
Yes.
You can't use, like, most of your team is going to be evolved. Mm-hmm. And most wild Pokemon are going to be unevolved. So the odds of actually running into a Pokemon that you even can use the Love Ball on are comically low compared to the criteria to meet for any other Pokeball.
Just use a Pokeball.
Just use a Pokeball.
Oh, this thing is
embarrassing.
This thing is ass.
It's a cute design.
Yeah.
And that's all it has going for it. Its functionality is...
It's less than worthless.
It's practically just a regular Pokeball, like 99% of the time.
It's less than worthless.
I mean, you're not getting any use out of this in the majority of scenarios.
Hey, Benny.
Want to get a beanie?
Oh, hold on.
Oh, he's moving. You're leaving your arm on him. Oh, he's stretching.
Hi, Benny. Man break.
Hey, little man.
Sad to do that. Yeah. Just do something else.
Like nearly any other Pokeball is a better option than this.
The friend ball. Oh well. That's a Pokemon's friendship to 200 in gens 2 through 7, 2 through 8, and now 2 through 7, and now 150.
Okay, so it got slightly nerfed.
Because I think the friendship threshold was lowered.
Oh, what is the friendship threshold?
Now like 160.
So it basically gets any Pokemon you catch in it almost fully ready to evolve if they're a friendship Evo Pokemon.
Yeah, it has its uses.
In that sense, it absolutely, it absolutely has the application in making catching specific in Pokemon the specific evolution method. Like, it doesn't improve the catch rate, of course, but the utility of... Oh, you caught a friendship Evo Pokemon, and it's almost immediately ready to evolve.
Yeah.
And, like, you can feed it one EV reducing berry, and it'll be ready to evolve from there.
Yeah.
Or just level it up, like, a couple times.
Maybe, like, once or twice.
Just level it up once or twice. It's almost immediately ready to evolve. Or when you catch it with a friend ball, which is undeniably useful for the Pokemon that evolve that way.
Yep, forgot it. Has its uses.
Yeah, so B tier has its uses.
The Moon Ball. The Moon Ball in Gen 2 originally had a 4 times modifier for Pokemon that evolved with burn heals.
Yeah, they set the wrong item ID for it.
Oops.
It's supposed
4
to,
times modifier on those that evolve with a Moonstone.
which, at the very least, includes every member in that evolutionary line, if I recall correctly.
Yeah. So even if that's just 5, that's just 6 lines.
Yeah, the lines are evolution. So it's a ball that can be used on
Yeah, 6 lines.
6 lines for a total of 16 Pokemon out of over 1,000, as in less than 1%. If there were suddenly a lot more Moonstone evolutions, or it was a type of Pokeball that worked on any Pokemon that evolves with an evolutionary stone, then it would be another story. But
yeah, this is very
16 Pokemon.
Yeah, it's like both. This is like just like really niche.
This is the definition of niche.
That's all right. That's all of Kurt's balls.
Actually, hey, if you want a nice looking Pokeball, nice thematically fitting Pokeball for your Clefairy, or you like how or you want to catch a Nidoqueen in a ball with some fitting colors, go off, I guess.
But yeah, that's all Kurt's balls, and as you can see, they kind of suck.
Yeah,
They like really suck. They either just suck or are completely outclassed. After super niche.
Yeah, friend and fast are friend and fast are the outliers here.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, I guess by index, the index order, or Gen 3's Pokeballs. The Net Ball. 3.5 times modifier if used on a water or bug type.
Isn't the modifier nowadays is further increased if it's a water bug type?
Let me see actually.
Like Dewpider, Surskit, and Wimpod?
Let me see. No additional bonuses apply to. I have the Pokemon with both these types.
Aw, dang. So, yeah, the netball, it does apply to a huge variety of Pokemon, and more than the lure ball, importantly enough.
Oh, because yeah, it's just.
Because it applies to most of the Pokemon the lure ball already has a modifier for, as well as any as well as bug types and any water type that isn't found in the water. Like, you usually found mons like Psyduck or Binacle on land.
Oh yeah, it's a very 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 versatile.
Always good to have some net balls handy.
Yeah, I always have them stacked. I'm always stacked on net balls.
They're an incredibly useful tool.
Yeah, consistently useful. The dive ball
is borderline indistinguishable from the lure ball.
5 times modifier if used while surfing, fishing, or underwater.
So you could technically use it. So it's based on where the player is rather than where the wild Pokemon
Gen 3,
is.
it only had an increased catch rate in underwater.
Yeah, but
since dive was removed.
So you could also use it to catch shoreline Pokemon while you're on the water, which sure.
But yeah, just use it. It's outclassed.
Most of the time, you could just use a net ball.
The lure and dive balls are sort of just outclassed.
The lure and dive balls are mostly outclassed by the net ball.
The dive ball is also such a specific use case. Ace in Gen 3,
which isn't being used against it because again, we're going on these balls at their best performance.
Latest appearance.
Latest appearance.
Yeah. It's not.
It's not bad, but there is a much better option.
The nest ball.
Mhm. Same issue as the level ball. It's just calculated differently, pretty much.
Yeah. Pokemon's level is between 1 and 29.
Yeah. It doesn't. It's like a level ball, but it's solely based on the target Pokemon and it ignores your own Pokemon's levels.
Doesn't like yeah. Yeah, it's just niche.
So what is it? What are the rules for this?
41 on minus Pokemon's level, all divided by 10 and Pokemon's level if Pokemon's level is between 1 and 29.
Oh, times 10 if they're doing one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, 10 times. Well, 10 times. It's right there.
Okay. Interesting. So, I'm not sure how the calculation works, but it is still
Just outclassed.
It has pretty much the same. It has effectively the same functionality as the level ball.
Yeah.
They're just better. If you want a Pokeball that works on a variety of different species, there are much better options.
The timer ball has its uses.
Yeah, especially if you're not a dirty cheater and you want on a more and you want a more Game Freak approved method of catching legendaries.
Yeah, by 4 times modifier after 10 turns.
Yeah, if you spent 10 turns in the battle, and at least 10 turns in the battle, then the timer ball becomes twice as good as an Ultra Ball. It stays that way for the rest of the battle.
Greater than Ultra Ball at 4 turns.
Yeah, it's already greater than... Yeah.
Yeah.
It already outclasses the Ultra Ball after 4 turns. Turns would at a what modifier? What's the modifier at 4 turns? Is it like 2.5 or something?
Okay. After 4 turns, it's a...
Okay, 4 turns is a 1.4 times. No, it's after 10 turns it outclasses the Ultra Ball.
Yeah, 2 times.
Yeah, after 10 turns.
30.
It's 30 plus where it caps out. So
30 plus turns.
Which is pretty much only useful against legendaries, but it is at the very least not dependent on the specifics of the legendary. You like the heavy ball is. So I think this one, just to squeak its way into B tier.
Yep, has its uses. The luxury ball. It's a bit niche.
It's like it's
doubles
outclassed by the friend ball.
It doubles the rate of friendship earned.
Which is good in the context of the games when games where you won't have easy access to friend balls, but ignoring availability, then the friend ball is just objectively better. Like, it takes less time to get at those extra 10 points of friendship without the multiplier, or after catching something with a friend ball, than it does to get from their many Pokemon's base value to their evolution and threshold with a luxury ball. So that's outclassed.
The Premier Ball is just a fancy basic ball.
Yeah. The luxury ball does get honorable mention for being possibly my favorite Pokeball.
Yeah.
All design wise.
Premier Ball is the thing you get whenever you buy it used to be specifically 10 Pokeballs, and you'd get 1.
Yeah, if you bought specifically 10 regular Pokeballs,
you get a Premier Ball.
Nowadays, it's every 10 Pokeballs.
And of any balls.
Yeah, every 10 Pokeballs, for every 10 Pokeballs purchased, obtained in a single purchase of any variety, a Premier Ball is added on to the onto your to what you receive.
Yeah.
So if you buy 1,000, so if you bulk buy like 1,000 Pokeballs from a variety,
Yeah.
you'll get 100 from your balls.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it. I don't know if you have to, if it counts the multiples of 10 individually, or if you could make up for like, or if you could buy like 13 of one ball and 17 of another and get 3 Premier Balls. But like,
Yeah,
still, it's just a bonus.
It's just a fan. Yeah.
And functionally, it is identical to a regular Pokeball. It's just a different color scheme. It's white with some red, with a red streak.
Moving on. Then the balls in Gen 4. We got the Dusk Ball.
The Dusk Ball, one of the all-timers.
The very best. One of the very best.
S tier.
Modify fucking 3 times modifier if used in a cave or at night.
Which the only scenarios in which this is not applicable are if the Pokemon you're looking for is a daytime only encounter. Or which proportionally most Pokemon can be found during both day or night. And then you get all the nighttime encounters lumped in there too.
And if it's a cave encounter.
Yeah, and even for mons that can only be found during the day, well, there's probably some mons that can be found during the day in caves. Actually, I don't think caves really do tired day encounters for the most part. But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And it can apply to such a large variety of Pokemon on that it just kind of has to be an S tier.
No, but on the contrary,
Which one's next?
the Heal Ball.
Which is it has the same catch rate as a normal Pokeball, but it fully restores the HP and PP you have a caught Pokemon and removes any non-volatile status conditions from them.
Once,
immediately after catching them.
It's a one-time I'm bonus.
Which I guess if you're out in the field and you want a Pokemon to regain all of its health and you want to immediately add to your party, that can do something. But like in most games,
there's usually a center nearby.
In most games nowadays, it doesn't take very long to go to a nearby Pokemon Center and heal your Pokemon immediately.
Also, in older games, and you caught somebody on a Heal Ball, and your party was full, they'd be sent to the box,
which automatically healed them anyways. So unless you had an empty, so if your party was already filled out, the Heal Ball was functionally identical to an old Pokeball. And nowadays, even when you can't have Pokemon directly to your party, and her health is not restored by being boxed. Take Legend Z to A, for example. If you can go for, you're almost never in a position where it is significantly inconvenient to go to a Pokemon Center to heal. Heal to the point where you'd want a dedicated Pokeball to avoid doing that. And if you are in like say the Lysander Labs or something, or in a hyperspace a zone, then like you probably already have a full team filled out by that point, and likely won't immediately be adding something to your party for battle anyways. So there's just so little useful application to this Pokeball that ends up in D tier. Just use a regular Pokeball most of the time. It's easier. It's a little easier on your wallet.
The quick ball.
Yeah, right. Going from S tier to D tier to S tier again.
As the quick ball.
Yeah. This is the one Pokeball that I like. One of very few Pokeballs, along with the repeat ball and the, along with like the repeat ball, the Dusk Ball, for example. No, along with like the repeat...
I skipped over the repeat ball.
Yeah, you missed the repeat ball.
Yeah, the repeat
ball.
We'll
go after this one after quick.
Yeah.
Along with the repeat ball, and the timer ball, this is one of the few Pokeballs that has a higher... that can have a higher than Ultra Ball catch rate on literally any species of Pokemon.
5 times if used on the first turn.
Yeah, in fact, it's one of the highest modifiers of any Pokeball. With the stipulation that you can't weaken the target Pokemon first. First, because it has to be thrown on turn 1. Now, in Zeta A, it is significantly worse because it only works if works on Pokemon that haven't spotted you yet. But like, I'm gonna let it slide because that's not how it normally functions.
Yeah, it's like, of course it works differently.
And it's like the timer ball is based on how many actions the target Pokemon has taken because turns aren't a thing. And Legends Arceus. No,
Yeah,
Legends
Zeta
ZA. So, yeah, because of that, I've decided
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it doesn't factor in.
Quick Ball. There is not a singular Pokemon where you cannot on encounter where you can't catch it and throw a ball to catch it on the first turn unless you're in Gen 6 and in a Horde battle. Yeah, unless you're in a multi-battle in earlier in the DSS family era. Because now, yeah, it's just kind of broadly useful for so much. To the point where there was, for a while, there was a huge meme of people dunking on the quick ball being ugly because there were plenty of people that had all their shinies in quick balls. It was because of how convenient this thing is. So like, yeah, if that doesn't tell you how incredibly useful this thing is, I don't know what else would.
So okay, yeah, I skipped over the repeat ball.
So let's address that one.
3 times modifier used on a Pokemon that is already registered or is caught.
If this had a higher multiplier, it would be in a higher tier because it does have its uses for Pokemon with branching evolutions or multiple forms. Or if you don't care what balls your shinies are in.
Like, the unknown ball.
Or yeah, it's also known as the unknown ball.
If you want to catch all 28.
No, but yeah,
it's outclassed.
It's outclassed because of the 3 times modifiers,
and it's also just really niche.
Yeah, it's outclassed. I wouldn't say it's entirely niche because there are plenty of Pokemon where there's a genuine application if you're like a true form completionist.
But yeah, it's just outclassed.
Yeah, more often than not, there's going to be a Pokeball with a better modifier you can use in that scenario, like the Quick Ball. Or even our other A tier Pokeball that we will be getting to fairly soon. So yeah.
So yep, that's a C tier ball. The Cherish Ball
goes in the very
not actually usable. Oh yeah, I skipped over one.
Yeah, I know. The Cherish Ball is in the not actually usable / scripted tier because
it's an event end ball.
Yeah, it's only obtainable. It only exists as a Pokeball that Pokemon receive through Mystery Gift come in.
Fun fact: the first one to be distributed in M1 was a Tropius.
That's cute. And doesn't BDSP reference this?
Yeah.
There's an Ace Trainer. I think it's an Ace Trainer.
Yeah, an Ace Trainer.
There's an Ace Trainer that sends out a Tropius and a Cherish Ball.
Yeah.
All in the battle zone or whatever. Where was it?
The battle zone.
It's just in a random route.
Battle zone, or like outside Victory Road.
Somewhere around Victory Road.
The outskirt. The part where you find Shaman.
Shocking to see a charming detail at BDSP.
I know.
But yeah, that is a neat.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the GS ball,
which is also in this tier.
It
has never once actually functioned as a regular Pokeball in any form of media.
Yes.
It is a Pokeball in name only.
It's the Generation and Sympathy Ball.
Which is apparently what it's meant to be. Generational Sympathy Ball.
Which is apparently what it was originally.
Which is such a dorky fucking title for it.
The Gold Silver Ball. It's only in the Gen 2 game. It's only in Crystal.
Oh, and it's just a quest item that leads to you being able to catch Celebi.
You can't actually use it.
Yeah, And you do not catch Celebi in the GS ball itself. It is just a key item that you give to Kurt.
Now, yes, I know the GS ball lives on in infamy.
Because of the dropped arc in the anime.
Because the anime, they
literally...
Because it was supposed to be start with they're supposed to involve an arc with Celebi.
But they realized they found out they were doing a movie with Celebi. And they couldn't do the anime arc.
That would be redundant.
So they had nothing to do with the GS ball, so they gave it to Kurt.
And hoped people would forget.
Yeah, hoped people would forget and never addressed it again in the anime.
Just one of the most infamous abandoned plot points.
Yes.
Points in the anime.
Hey, along with the Team Plasma stuff.
Team Rocket's whole thing.
Team Rocket's whole thing in Unova. So, yeah.
But yeah. But in game, yeah, I can't rank it.
Because it has no functionality. You're not allowed to do anything. You're allowed zero discretion about how it's used.
It was, Gen 5 only introduced. Technically speaking, Gen 5 only introduced one.
Is it just the Dream Ball?
It's just the Dream Ball. Oh wait, the Sport Ball.
The Sport Ball. Oh, Sport Ball was HGSS. Yeah.
Sport Ball and it's the thing used for the bug catching contest.
And
originally it was the Park Ball.
Sport Ball / Park Ball is just a fancy basic ball.
Speaking of the Park Ball.
Mm-hmm.
Park Ball for the PAL Park. Mm-hmm. Arc is that too.
Yep, it's just another basic Pokeball. All with the fancy appearance.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't think the modifiers matter because all of these basic Pokeballs are just balls with no additional effect. The balls that have a 1 to 2 times multiplier with no additional effect.
Guaranteed capture if used in PAL Park. Or 1 times modifier otherwise.
That's funny.
If the game used outside of PAL Park, the game will behave if the player had thrown a standard Pokeball instead.
So yeah, it's just used to guarantee a capture in the PAL Park. It's a means to an end in a very specific mechanic, which was originally the purpose of our next Pokeball,
the Dream Ball.
Which was
guaranteed capture, a guaranteed capture
in the Entralink Forest.
Only used in entry forest through the Dream World.
Yeah, it would have a guaranteed capture on any Pokemon visiting Entry Forest.
Yep.
That you got from the Pokemon Global Link Dream World site.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So and otherwise you could not use it. And yeah, so it was pretty much Gen 5's Park Ball originally.
Mm-hmm.
But nowadays...
It sort of disappeared afterwards.
Until Gen 8 brought it back. Gen 6 and 7 it was absent, but it came back in Gen 8 with an actual effect.
Which
it's a damn good one.
A 4-time modifier if used on sleeping or drowsy Pokemon.
In other words, nearly every Pokemon in the game can be affected by this thing. I think technically any Pokemon... Does it work? How does it work on Komala?
Good question.
Because I think
except for monsters like Insomnia or Vital Spirit.
But Weezing exists.
Yeah, Weezing.
Does it mention Komala at all?
No.
What is Comatose? Does the page for Comatose mention this? Would it be on that? Because I don't want to claim it can work on every Pokemon if we haven't checked Komala, because I know Comatose can't be neutralized.
Corresponding to the Dream Balls update, catch rate a modifier 4 times and bonuses apply. I catch a wild Pokemon Comatose.
Okay, so yes.
However, this could not be legitimately observed until SV, as Komala, the only Pokemon that can have it. It was absent and from the games after the Dream Balls update.
Okay, yeah. So it does work on Komala. So, assuming you can nullify Insomnia and Vital Spirit abilities like Insomnia and Vital Spirit, this can literally work on any Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an additional modifier on top of the single best status condition to apply to a Pokemon you're trying to catch in the game.
Yep. So it's consistently useful.
Honestly, I'd have argued to put this one up in S tier too.
But I think
but you do have to go through the extra effort of bringing a Pokemon that can put the opposing Pokemon to sleep.
It depends on your team.
Which like you have to go out of your way to add something to your team that can keep the wild Pokemon if you're not already using something with Spore or Sing or Sleep Powder
Hypnosis.
or Hypnosis or anything.
It's
So that's the one thing keeping it out of S tier.
not like
It doesn't have the instantly applicable catch rate of stuff like the Quick Ball and Dusk
Yeah,
Ball.
it depends on your team comp.
Well, because it sort of depends on your team comp, but if you don't mind having a dedicated catching Pokemon you can swap in when you're trying to catch something, and then it is still a really good option.
Gen 6 introduced no new Pokeballs.
And Gen 7 introduced one.
The Beast Ball, which is a 5 times modifier on Ultra Beast, 0.1% untimes otherwise.
So it's 10 times worse than a Pokeball in most cases, but it's better than. But it has one of the highest modifiers of any Pokeball when used against any of the 11 Ultra Beasts.
So it's
Technically, any of the 9 catchable Ultra Beasts, because you can't catch Playpole.
it's this is the definition of niche.
It is quite literally designed to for one specific niche.
I still remember how on
Fun fact: in Sun and Moon, you were locked out of obtaining more Beast Balls after finishing the Ultra Beast side quest.
No, you could get more.
No, that was in Ultra.
No, you could get one if you ran out.
Yes,
By talking to Looker.
that was only if you hadn't finished the quest
Oh right.
yet. You lost the ability to do that after clearing the Ultra Beast quest in Sun and Moon. In Ultra only, you could go to Aether Labs
Aether Paradise and buy them for like 20,000. Buy a bunch for 20,000.
You can buy them, yeah.
You can just buy them.
But they're very expensive.
Yeah, like 20,000 for like 10.
And so they're like they're very expensive, and in my opinion, one of the coolest looking Pokeballs out there.
But yeah, good luck actually catching something that's not an Ultra Beast with these.
They serve their niche well, and that's about it. Other than that, they're just a vanity ball.
Yeah.
If you want something cool looking for a blue and yellow Mon or something with interdimensional ties.
Now for I guess the Arceus ones, the Arceus exclusives.
We already met. It goes without saying that the Hisuian Pokeball, Great Ball, Ultra Ball, all Heavy Ball, and Heavy Ball function.
Well, Heavy Ball is more effective if the Pokemon doesn't notice the player.
But it's also does it not also work on heavier Pokemon?
Yeah, more effective if the player hasn't noticed the player.
Really?
No, it has not. These heavy balls have nothing to do with weight.
Okay, so they're an entirely separate thing from on the modern Heavy Ball.
Yeah,
That's funny.
Yeah, these ones are based on yeah.
So weirdly enough, the Heavy Ball is functionally like the Quick Ball in Legend Zeta A.
Yep, the yeah, which is outclassed.
It's outclassed because it just has better versions.
Yep.
And the
Yep, the Leaden Ball has a 2 times modifier.
under the same conditions.
And then the Gigaton Ball has a has a 2.75 modifier.
Putting so Heavy Ball, so Hisuian Heavy Ball is in C tier, outclassed, while the Leaden Ball and Gigaton Ball are in B tier. I mean, they're solid choices.
The Feather Ball, the Feather Ball just travels far.
Yeah, it travels far. It has the same catch rate.
Yeah, it has a 1.25 catch rate.
So it's slightly better than a regular Pokeball. But the main application of it is its movement trajectory uniquely.
Which is, yeah, this one.
Which only matters in Legends Arceus.
Yeah, this is outclassed as well.
Again, it's outclassed by its better versions.
By the Wing and Jet Ball.
Yeah, by the Wing and Jet Ball, which are the same thing, but they fly farther and have...
The Wing Ball has a 2 times modifier.
Or so equivalent to an Ultra Ball.
Catches far away and flying Pokemon.
And the Jet Ball
Oh.
Is it also 2.75?
Yep, 2.75.
Yeah. Is Hisuian Ultra Ball 2 times for the record? I'm still
2.25, yeah.
2.25, yeah. So it is pretty much. So the Jet Ball does get the honor of being the very best of the Legends Arceus Pokeballs. But beyond that, but it's still like not. It doesn't reach the same highs as the best of the core series Pokeballs. Balls, if that makes sense. Even if it is really good.
Yeah, those are all.
I'd say Jet Ball's like top of B tier.
Yeah. Now, there is some other. Last up is some other extraneous. These are both in the same tier.
And the last two Pokeballs are both at the very bottom as not actually usable or scripted.
The from not actually usable is the Strange Ball.
Which replaces any Hisuian Pokeball when a Pokemon from Legends Arceus is transported into Pokemon Home. And they show up in a Strange Ball in any future games. Meanwhile,
they have no catch rate in BDSP due to lack of item data.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the Origin Ball is quite literally
just a
quest item that sole use is to catch Dialga or Palkia, depending on the player's choice, and it functions as a Master Ball. You only ever get one, and you do not actually get a choice as to when to use it. It's just which of the two Pokemon you want to catch in this ball.
Yep.
And for that reason, it can't really be ranked adjacent to any of the other Pokeballs. It's kind of funny that the very top and very bottom effectively have a Pokeball with the same mechanical function.
But yeah, this is, you don't have a choice with this one.
Yeah, but unlike the Master Ball where you can choose when and where to use it, the Origin Ball is used during a fixed story event.
And yeah, but a bit anticlimactic and on these things.
But yeah, some of my favorite Pokeballs include the Luxury Ball, all Dream Ball, and Beast Ball, ignoring functionality.
I used to hoard Premier Ball when I was younger.
Yeah.
Like stacks of them. Because you can just buy them at the Pokeball boutique. It can Lumiose.
Yep.
I swear to God, I was convinced they actually had a modifier.
You thought they had a special modifier on static encounters.
Yeah, I swear to God I did.
Cause you happened to get really lucky when catching like Zygarde and the legendary bird. Or with these things. So like a funny placebo effect there. When objectively the Premier Ball is identical to a regular Pokeball.
This was purely by functionality.
If it was my personal preference, I assume you'd probably have placed the Premier Ball higher.
Probably. Yeah, before ranking these like by design and shit.
Yeah, maybe we should have done it by aesthetic.
But
yeah.
I'm bad with that.
I know. You're not really much of an aesthetic person. Maybe in the future I'll revisit it and I'll rank them by how I think by the Pokeball design and particle effects.
Really, I'm not really. I'm not really one to care about matching how they match or something.
Yeah. I will say, Dream Luxury, and Beast are all up there, both because they have both peak outer shell designs and great particle effects.
Yeah.
Luxury Ball has a sparkle effect. Dream Ball has this purple dream mist. Then Beast Ball has the ultra wormhole effect.
Now, that concludes this video, this ranking.
Tomorrow's ranking is going to be significantly more involved. As in quite possibly our most ambitious video of the month.
This was just something Alex and I did just for the fuck of it.
So what is this absolutely insane video idea?
How much every 1 or 2 stage line needs an evolution?
Yup. So in other words, we're going through the entire national Pokedex and evaluating whether or not every Pokemon, whether or not every Pokemon that's not already part of a 3-stage line needs a new evolution, or even needs a pre-evolution.
And because it's not specifically exclusively evolutions.
And there are some cases is where we think a Pokemon
Sure.
like there are 3 E tiers related to pre-Evos. Like there's pre-Evo, pre-Evo, maybe Evo, and pre-Evo and Evo.
There's I call it the Roselia treatment.
Yeah, the Roselia treatment, which, spoiler alert, fittingly is mostly populated by grass types.
This is gonna be a fucking insane one.
This is gonna be a really fun video, I think.
We just this is just the most.
This is the one where we can go crazy and like speculate about ideas, as of like what we'd want to see in the future.
This one's just purely. This is just purely for fun.
We don't really care. We are going to take BST and stat distribution into account, but we're not going to go super into the weeds.
I mean, we've gone over everything's stats.
Yeah,
that's this past month. Sometimes twice.
Just know that stats are a big factor, but we're not going to go. But for the sake of that video not being like 10 hours long, we're not going to go super in depth on every Pokemon. Unless there's something specifically noteworthy to bring up.
You have plenty of you have hours worth of rambling.
In about stats for most generations, because we started doing that about halfway through the tiering process.
And like around Gen 4 or 5.
Gen 4 or 5, we started doing that.
But that being said, we're almost done here.
Yeah. Got 3 days left. With tomorrow probably being the climax of this event. With the last 2 days pretty much being celebratory fanfare. One where we do a topical video for Pokemon Day, and the other where you just kind of do some mostly unscripted
just
rambling.
Some classic unscripted rambling.
About a topic that we've personally had plenty of conversations about.
Plenty.
Because it is a very interesting discussion, I feel.
Mm-hmm. So, with that being said, I'm Nozaran.
And I'm Amaray. And bonjour, my wonderful viewers. See you in the next video.
Yeet.